Hello, I'm Trent, aka oTradeMark here, and this is the summer event. I've had a lot of questions from people asking, how rare is it to get the new divines? So check out all these new divines that we got. These are all lucky people that have been able to get the new divine. So here's Summer Ichigo, and here is Shiny Summer Ichigo. I already did a showcase kind of showing the divines, but if you guys didn't see that, here's Luffy, the shiny Luffy, and then regular Luffy right here. Then we got a whole bunch of Whitebeard, shiny Whitebeards over here. Just, you know, a whole bunch of cool summer characters, and I wanted to tell you guys what the odds are of actually getting these units. So let me pull up this chart. Now I have to make a disclaimer anytime I make these videos, okay? First of all, I'm not making these rates up. I'm not guessing. I'm not estimating. This is from the actual code in the game. It's calculated to know what the odds are of getting that. Now I've converted the very, very small percentage chance of getting a unit to 1 in whatever odds. Okay, so the way that this chart works is you can see that if you had, let's say, 1 luck, on average it's going to take you 104 million opens to get a new divine. If you had 10 luck, it's going to take you on average 29 million opens to get a new one of the new divines. And then if you had 20 luck, about 1 in 8.7 million stars open to get a divine. Now here's the thing. Each divine, Ichigo and Luffy, both have their own weighted values. That's really good news, because what that means is that these rates are essentially halved for you to get either or. So if you're just looking for a Luffy, or if you're just looking for a Summer Ichigo, then those are the numbers. But if you don't care, if you just want one of the new divines, or if you just are trying to rack up as many of the new divines as possible, then you're basically going to cut these rates in half. So I calculated the odds of getting, you know, the divines. The most luck that you could feasibly have at the moment is about 27.5. Okay, so I'm rocking with a boost and everything. Let's see. I think I got up to 25.2, and that's with my, oh no, that's, I think I was even higher. So with my summer lucky team, I got up to 26.3 luck here in the bottom. You can see that. And I think you can, if you got all lucky 3 units, I don't think you really could feasibly get limit broken lucky units from summer right now, unless you paid a lot of Robux. But you could feasibly get up to 27.5 with just reroll tokens. And if you are, and an maxed artifact of fortune, you need that too for the +5 luck. If you are at 27.5 luck, then you're going to open a divine about every 1 in 4.5-ish million stars, or about, you know, 2.3 million stars for either or. Now, let's talk about, you know, kind of the average range. I would assume that most players are going to be in the 10 to 15 luck value range, okay, which means that on average you're going to be around 1 in 29 million down to 1 in 15 million, or if it's either or, you're basically at 1 in 1 in 15 million down to 1 in 7.5 million stars open. Now, like I was saying earlier, these are not these values are not pity values. It is not guaranteed. These rates are not guaranteed. Just like if we were considering, if you were rolling a 6-sided dice and you roll a 6-sided dice 6 times, you might roll a 6, right? On average, you would roll a 6, but you might roll a 6 on your first roll. You might roll a 6 on your 10th roll. You might roll a 6 on your 20th roll. The odds are always 1 in 6 chance of you rolling a 6, but the actual point at which you hit it can vary drastically. And that's what I'm trying to point out, because every time I do a video like this, I always get players that say, oh look, I'm at 20 luck and I've opened 20 million stars and I haven't gotten the divine. That just means you're unlucky, unfortunately. It doesn't mean that the rates are wrong or that it's rigged. It just means you got unlucky. Just like you hear the players that are like, you know, they have 10 luck and they open 100k stars and they got the divine. That just means they're super lucky, right? And but these give you the averages, gives you something to actually kind of expect so that you can understand what is feasible for you to get during the event. Now, this is very, very important. I've had a lot of questions about this. How long is the event going to last? How long are we going to have to try and get these new divines? And the answer is, Darib said during the stage chat that the event would be available for 2 weeks after the start of the event. So the start of the summer event was last Saturday. We go 2 weeks from then. That's basically, we have 7 days, a little less than 7 days, because this is going to be posted on the evening of this Saturday evening. But you essentially have 1 week from now. I would expect that when the new update comes out, so when update 34 comes out this next Saturday, that's probably when all of the summer event stuff is going to go away. But Darib did come to the stream and he did verify one question which a lot of players have had. The clone machine, which is currently in Summer Island, sometimes the amount of time that it takes to clone a unit is based upon how strong the unit is, like what rarity it is, whether it's shiny or not, how rare the passive is that it has. And the rarer the unit and the rarer the passives which are on it, the longer the duration that's going to take to clone it. And just so you know, some players, you know, they're cloning like limit broken divines that have 2 really good passives on it, and it says that it's going to take them like, you know, 2 weeks or whatever to clone, right? And Darib did say that if your unit finishes cloning after the event ends, you will be able to claim that somehow. I'm not sure if we'll still have access to the Summer Island or what, but he did say that we will be able to claim it, but you won't be able to place any new units into the clone machine once the event ends. So what does that mean for you or for us? Well, it means that ideally you want to clone as many short duration units as possible early during this week, and then save your really long, your best units, I would save for the end of the event. Maybe throw them in Friday or, you know, Thursday or something, because then it can go past the end of the event and you don't have to worry about that, but you can get a few extra clones in, you know. So for example, I have this Luffy in here with light speed on it. Initially, I think it was going to take like 50 something hours, and then I cut it in half, but I boosted it. And so with the 3x time event, it's going to be out of there by tomorrow, right? But I'll have plenty of time to clone multiple characters. And even if I had, you know, but I'm going to save my best units, my limit broken divines with multiple good passives. I'm going to try and save them for the end of the event. Or if you really wanted to try and sit in the time chamber a lot, you could technically fit in 2 of those big ones together. Because you could, you know, hypothetically, if you spend a lot of time in the time chamber, you could do like a 2 week, 1 2 week guy right now in the time chamber in about, you know, 4 to 5 days. And then you could do another one at the end of that. So it just depends on how you want to use that. Just keep in mind, the main takeaway from this is that you will be able to pull out your units from the clone machine after the event has ended. So just kind of a final recap summary on this video. The rates, let's see, let's hide this. The 3 main things that you should be doing during this event. During the luck, time, and damage event, you want to be max opening as much as you can, okay? During this time and luck, you want to get at least 3 Luffys and at least 3 Ichigos. That's ideal so that you can limit break both of them. But if you can't, then go for like at least 3 Whitebeards so that you can at least limit break a Whitebeard. And then aside from getting as many divines as you can, because the Luffy and Ichigo are the strongest units in the game. They both have the exact same base damage. So I've verified with the stream, a lot of people have told me that Summer Ichigo has the exact same base damage, 1.4k at level 1, and then 2.4k shiny. Okay, so whether you get Luffy or whether you get Ichigo, it doesn't matter. They're both tied for being the strongest units in the game. And the other thing that you really want to try and do, so you're trying to get 3 divines so that you can limit break them. The other thing that you want to be doing is cloning your units. Okay, so that's the second thing. Clone as many units, good units as you can. The last thing, and a really huge thing to try and do, is get as many of these limited time passives. I have a whole video on what Flaming, Relax, General, and Lightspeed do, but I'm just going to tell you right now, Lightspeed is the best passive in the game right now. With the additional buffs, it is insanely strong. You want to try and get this passive while the event is running. So do as many dungeons as you can, get as many summer reroll tokens, get as many summer raid shards, and roll for Lightspeed as much as you can this week on your good units, because it's incredibly strong to get Lightspeed on your units. And then I'll talk about illusions and stuff. Basically, once I get my unit limit broken, we'll do a video on illusions and everything. But the point is, those are the 3 things. Get as many divines as you can, clone as many of your units, and as many as your good units, and then roll for these good passives, because they are all limited time. And that's the summer event, guys. That's what you should be doing for the next week. Which artifacts you run? Currently I'm running Artifact of Fortune, which is your luck artifact, so that I can open. But after this luck event is over, I'm gonna switch back to the Artifact of Hoarding in order to do dungeons, because you want to get, again, I'm gonna try and get as many of the summer reroll tokens as possible, and then roll for Lightspeed before the end. I already got 1 Lightspeed on my Luffy right here, that's why I'm cloning it. But I'm gonna limit break one of them and hopefully get double Lightspeed. That's the dream. So anyways, guys, let me just quickly show you guys the rates one more time. I'm gonna put all of this information in the Discord channel, discord.gg/oTradeMark. There's an AFS info channel in there, and we'll put all of this there. So if you want to go look over it, verify any of the rates, it will be there. Anyways, guys, Malo Abito, thanks for watching. And peace. I'm out of here.